Hi, my name is Mike. I'm a recent graduate of Hunter Business School, the CTNS, Computer Tech Networking Specialist program. I had a great experience here at Hunter, and I had a job lined up before I even graduated, and it's been great. I got a job at Mercedes-Benz of Massapequa. I love it there, and I'm very happy.
Congratulations.
Well, before I came to Hunter Business School, I was working in retail, managing a retail pharmacy. I've been doing it for about a decade. I was extremely unhappy in my position, unhappy in where my career was going. So I made the choice to come to Hunter Business School. I chose Hunter because computers were always a hobby of mine. I was very into putting them together, taking them apart, seeing how they tick. And I decided to come to Hunter to fill in my gaps of knowledge that I didn't have. The program was about 7.5 months, and by the end I had everything I needed to get my CompTIA A+ certification. The Career Services Department at Hunter was great. They helped me make a resume, they helped me with interviewing skills, they helped me with things such as cover letters and thank you notes to employers, and they helped me find a job. I was working full-time in my job within 3 weeks of graduation. Probably would have been sooner, but I graduated right before the Christmas holiday.
Hi, my name's Tim. I'm currently enrolled into the computer technician program here at Hunter. It's a really great program for more hands-on experience, definitely learning from the basics all the way up. Great program, definitely recommend it.
My name is Greg Philpott. I graduated the CTNS program at Hunter Business School in Levittown, and it was amazing. The education was they did such a great job at educating me, and they got me a job before I even left school. I've had a job since November. I mean, it's incredible. They really helped me out, and all I had to do was trust them, and I did.
Where are you working?
I work for a company called Creative Business Solutions in Plainview. Yeah, it's amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Tom Himberger. I'm enrolled in the CTNS program with Ms. D. I've been involved in this program since mid-July, and it's been fantastic. I'm learning a lot. Staff is great. I genuinely enjoy coming to school. I've never thought I could say something like that, but it's a great place. I'm learning a lot, and happy to be here.
Hello there, my name is Joshua Haft. I went to Hunter Business School this last October. I am now a graduate in the National Technical Honor Society. If you guys are looking to get your foot in the door in a tech career or anything like that, Hunter really is the place for you. They give a great community, sense of family, and you'll walk out with a great education. Thank you.
Shortly after graduating Hunter Business School, I received a call from the head of the IT department that they needed an IT administrator here at the school. So after coming in and doing a few interviews, I'm now the IT administrator for Hunter Business School's Levittown campus. In the 2 years since I've been at Hunter Business School, I've seen many students grow and succeed in their new careers. If you're thinking of coming to Hunter Business School, my recommendation is do it. You will not be disappointed.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm a recent graduate of Hunter Business School, the CTNS, Computer Tech Networking Specialist program. I had a great experience here at Hunter, and I had a job lined up before I even graduated, and it's been great. I got a job at Mercedes-Benz of Massapequa. I love it there, and I'm very happy.
Congratulations.
Well, before I came to Hunter Business School, I was working in retail, managing a retail pharmacy. I've been doing it for about a decade. I was extremely unhappy in my position, unhappy in where my career was going. So I made the choice to come to Hunter Business School. I chose Hunter because computers were always a hobby of mine. I was very into putting them together, taking them apart, seeing how they tick. And I decided to come to Hunter to fill in my gaps of knowledge that I didn't have. The program was about 7.5 months, and by the end I had everything I needed to get my CompTIA A+ certification. The Career Services Department at Hunter was great. They helped me make a resume, they helped me with interviewing skills, they helped me with things such as cover letters and thank you notes to employers, and they helped me find a job. I was working full-time in my job within 3 weeks of graduation. Probably would have been sooner, but I graduated right before the Christmas holiday.
Hi, my name's Tim. I'm currently enrolled into a computer technician program here at Hunter. It's a really great program for more hands-on experience, definitely learning from the basics all the way up. Great program, definitely recommend it.
My name is Greg Philpott. I graduated the CTNS program at Hunter Business School in Levittown, and it was amazing. The education was they did such a great job at educating me, and they got me a job before I even left school. I've had a job since November. I mean, it's incredible. They really helped me out, and all I had to do was trust them, and I did.
Where are you working?
I work for a company called Creative Business Solutions in Plainview. Yeah, it's amazing.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Tom Himberger. I'm enrolled in the CTNS program with Ms. D. I've been involved in this program since mid-July, and it's been fantastic. I'm learning a lot. Staff is great. I generally enjoy coming to school. I never thought I could say something like that, but it's a great place. I'm learning a lot, and happy to be here.
Hello there, my name is Joshua Haft. I went to Hunter Business School this last October. I am now a graduate in the National Technical Honor Society. If you guys are looking to get your foot in the door in a tech career or anything like that, Hunter really is the place for you. They give a great community, sense of family, and you'll walk out with a great education. Thank you.
Shortly after graduating Hunter Business School, I received a call from the head of the IT department that they needed an IT administrator here at the school. So after coming in and doing a few interviews, I'm now the IT administrator for Hunter Business School's Levittown campus. In the 2 years since I've been at Hunter Business School, I've seen many students grow and succeed in their new careers. If you're thinking of coming to Hunter Business School, my recommendation is do it. You will not be disappointed.
And that's just a few of our success stories. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Janet Chiafallo. I'm the Director of Admissions at our Medford campus. Welcome. We're very excited to have you here, and thank you for joining us for our Computer Technician Networking Specialist Open House. Tonight, we will cover our program details, career services, and the financial aid options that are available. If at any time you have any questions, please feel free to utilize the chat group, or you can choose to speak to a specific panelist and even schedule an appointment. At the end of the open house, we will have a Q&A and would love to hear from all of you. I would like to start off by sharing a short video, 5 reasons why you should choose Hunter Business School. Sorry about that, having some difficulties here. Anyway, Hunter Business School has been in business for 50 years. We have 2 convenient locations, one in Medford and the other in Levittown. We offer short-term programs, and under the circumstances of COVID, we're teaching hybrid classes and will resume back on campus when permitted. Our admissions requirements are that you must have a high school diploma or a GED, and an interview with someone from our admissions department. Additional requirements will be discussed with your admissions representative during your virtual interview. You will complete an enrollment packet, including a signed enrollment agreement with admissions, and complete the financial aid process. If you'd like more information or want to find out how to enroll, the contact information for both Medford and Levittown are in the chat. Dana and Carol are also available in the chat to help schedule appointments. Just to share a little bit about us, Hunter Business School is licensed by New York State Department of Education and accredited by Middle States Association of Colleges and Technical Schools. Tonight we have instructors here that will give you a feel for our programs. We have active students as well as graduates that will share their experiences with you. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to Jim Fetter, one of our awesome and amazing computer technician networking specialist instructors, to discuss our program. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Thank you, Janet, for that wonderful introduction. Welcome, everybody, to the Computer Technician Networking Specialist Open House. You know, all of the things involving online education, email, online banking, playing online games, online doctor visits, conferences, training, socializing, family meets, directions. You know, what was life like before information technology was around? Information technology is anything that is electronic that can be used for the processing, storage, or securing of electronic information. Information technology is so much part of everybody's lives. The Computer Technician Networking Specialist program is 900 hours of the subject of information technology and a small section on basic electronics. This small section on basic electronics is to give students the ability to understand how electronic systems work, which can give you a competitive edge on troubleshooting, how to solder for basic repairs and assembly, how to create and test networking cables, and develop a basic understanding about network topologies. Now, topologies is not a word that you should fear. Topologies is just a simple way of, is a term used to describe a map of how interconnected network elements can communicate. So we assume that you do not know anything about basic electronics and about information technology, and we build from the ground up. The day program runs from 8:50 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but as any one of our students will tell you, the teachers are available, myself and the rest of the staff in both Medford and Levittown are available also after class. I mean, I even get contacted on weekends, and of course, if I can, I respond. You know, we really care about your success. You know, on Monday through Friday, you have 6 50-minute periods. On Monday through Thursday, if you go at night, it's 4 50-minute periods, and it goes from 6 at night until 10 o'clock at night. Our approach is to go through the training in a COVID-safe environment. When things permit for us to have classes in the school, we have, as you will see in some of the slides, as you can see in the picture in the bottom left corner, we have our acrylic partitions, we have our face masks. You're going to be able to do these labs at home. We give you equipment to take home with you. We give you all that you could see in the slide and the abilities to know what it's used for. And you're going to see here that you're going to build your own computer. You're going to be able to do basic electronics. You have cable testing equipment and more. And here to talk to you about the remainder of the program is an excellent instructor, Mr. Joe Bovey. Take it away and tell them what you got.
Hey, thank you very much, Jim. Hey, everybody. So 2020 has been a difficult year for a lot of us. All right, let's face it, the world is a much different place than it was back in January. So during this difficult time, we here at Hunter Business School, we've been dedicated to delivering a top quality education that offers as much hands-on opportunities as possible. All right, to achieve this, our students receive all of the tools that they will need to assemble, diagnose, and repair PCs, to build and test networks, and to troubleshoot systems. So during our computer technology section of this course, we'll be learning about the various components of a computer. For each area of a computer system, we will focus on not only how it works, but how it interacts with other components. We'll focus on proper installation and removal procedures. And students will use this knowledge to build a computer out of bare parts. All right, we will cover every aspect of building, from not only selecting the parts, but testing them, assembling them, and finally installing Windows, our main operating system. This computer that you will build yourself will then be used in labs throughout the rest of the course. Because let's face it, what better way to understand a machine than to build it yourself from the ground up? All right, you will learn the Windows operating system inside and out. You'll be introduced to Windows Server.
You'll even learn how to maintain and install the Linux operating system by means of using a newer technology called virtualization. All right, now virtualization is one of my favorite technologies. Virtualization allows you to run many operating systems all from one computer at the same time. This is the technology that powers a lot of the cloud systems that my colleague Jim was discussing just a moment ago. All right, but also many of the cloud systems that we all use every single day. Many of these services, like for instance, Zoom. All right, we're using it right now. We're communicating thanks to the cloud. All right, and applications like Zoom, these have become of the utmost importance to many individuals and businesses throughout this past year. So that brings me to the last portion of our course, all right, the networking section. This is where you'll learn how computer systems can connect to each other and essentially speak to each other to share information. All right, just like I'm speaking to you right now to give you information about our course, computers have resources that they want to share with people around the world. All right, and other computers will request those resources. You will use that PC that you put together earlier on to learn to configure routers, Wi-Fi hotspots, firewalls, and many other networking devices. Every student will receive a network toolkit, which you can see in the picture here, will include things such as a punch-down tool, a network cable tester, a pair of network cable crimpers. All right, and you will use this toolkit at home or in the classroom to create and test networking cables. We'll cover plenty of other important networking topics like IP addressing, security, troubleshooting, all right, and even how the internet works. All of these technologies together, these will all prepare you for this exciting new position that you're seeking in the IT field. And let's face it, isn't that why we're all here today? All right, we all want to get our foot in the door and get started with a new, rewarding career. Well, to help you get that foot in the door, allow me to pass you back to Jim, who's going to tell you about the certification that we will prepare you for to help get your name to the top of that resume pile. Back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Joe. And that's referring to what you see on the screen, the Computer Technology Industry Association A+ certification. Now, this is an internationally recognized certification that proves students or people who have experience and take the exam will be able to know the structured foundation for computer hardware. They will know the foundations for networking, for operating systems, for software troubleshooting, for security, for operational procedures, virtualization and cloud computing, mobile devices. And it's not just we stand in front of the camera or in front of the class and just, read from slides and stuff like that. We actually interact with you and work with you as we go through the labs and as we go through the lessons, demonstrating, giving you opportunities to do things yourself, giving opportunities for you to ask questions, participate. It really, really is important for us to develop a great communications relationship for when you have those questions, that they can be asked and you can raise your hand and you can ask us to show you something again. And with the internationally recognized A+ certification, it can help you to obtain possibly more career opportunities. So let's take a look a little bit more about some of a short video on our online learning.
Hi there. All learning institutions will tell you how warm, caring, and friendly their staff is. And that holds true for Hunter Business School, but there's so much more. I'm a hands-on learner, and that's one of the reasons I decided to enroll with Hunter Business School. However, March 2020, well, the world went through some pretty big changes, one of them being going from the classroom to online learning. And I was a little bit afraid of how that was going to impact all the courses. But let's just say Hunter Business School rose to the challenge. In addition to their knowledgeable teacher lectures, They implemented some online learning tools and programs so that when we were allowed to go back into the classroom, I was pretty confident in all my abilities.
Absolutely correct, Mike. You're 100% correct. Yeah, we know that CMOS RAM is volatile, which means power must constantly be supplied for those settings to stay intact. All right, and we've already discussed that's what this battery is for.
Okay, and now we have some testimonials from students who are at Hunter Business School. Take it away.
Hi all, I'm Tim. I'm a recent graduate from Hunter Business School. I graduated the computer technician and network specialist program. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my experience with Hunter Business School, which was a great experience. I graduated from University of Buffalo in 2012 and ended up in digital marketing. And I didn't really quite love it. It wasn't my path, and that's okay. It took me a while to kind of realize that I wanted to transition into a different career trajectory. And I found Hunter Business School, and I had a lot of interest in their IT program. And without hesitation, I went in. And I went in without knowing much about IT at all. But after 7 quick months, I learned everything that I needed to know. And only a few short months after graduation, I'm now employed with a new career trajectory that I'm very proud of, and I can't wait to start the future. And I hope you guys have a great experience with Hunter Business School.
Hello, I'm Alton Lazarus. I am the IT admin for the Hunter Business School Medford campus. I started out as a dish network technician, and I've done this for 7 years. And 1 year I happened to fall and hurt myself. I ended up being bedridden for 3 years. Within my 3rd year, I couldn't take it laying in bed anymore, and I said I had to do something else with my life. And with that change, I decided to come to Hunter Business School. And as I was in school and getting my skills, honing in on my skills, Betty DeMott happened to be my teacher, which was a great teacher, and I've learned so much from her. Everything I've learned with Hunter Business School, I learned a lot. Ms. D was a very inspirational and great teacher, and I'm glad to have her as my mentor. With Mr. Tech Pro, I stayed there for another year, and then I got a phone call from Hunter that they would like to have me here. They wanted me to learn Active Directory, the server, phone networking. And since I've been here almost we're going to 4.5 years now here at the school. I've learned so much. Like I said, if it wasn't for Hunter, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I thank Hunter, and I wish you all the best.
Hello, my name is Rudolph Barrington. I am a graduate at Hunter Business School. Graduated in 2020 with CTNS. So before I came to Hunter, I was doing like dead-end jobs. I did a couple of IT gigs here and there. Throughout my entire experience, I've never had like a bad day. So everything we've done has been hands-on. Everybody's had a smile. It's always a friendly environment. After I graduated, Career Services gave me a call one day. Actually, they gave me a couple calls. They set me up with several interviews. And then one day they gave me my last call and they're like, hey, you want to work for Hunter? And I said, you know what? Yeah, that'd be cool, because why not use what you've learned in the place where you learned it at? So right now, the time of this recording, I'm working at Hunter as a IT administrator.
So as you could see from the student testimonial, there is career services at Hunter Business School. And anything that you would be concerned about for obtaining employment is going to be handled by Career Services. And here to speak to you about that is the Director of Career Services in Medford, Mr. Dave Summers. Dave, take it away.
Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. And welcome everybody to our open house. I'm the Director of Career Services here at Hunter Business School in Medford. I have a group of people who support me, who will take care of you throughout your journey here. We'll prepare you for your new careers, so you'll get your foundational, your educational inside the classroom, in your labs, working as teams, working individually, through electronics, Net Plus, A Plus, hardware, software, all of those things that Jim and Joe talk about. You're going to do that for enough that you're going to know what you're doing, right? You'll have the confidence when you when you graduate from Hunter Business School. You might choose a certain path that might include networking or help desk, remote support, field tech, wireless, mobility, or structured cabling. One thing you learned probably from this open house is technology touches every business. So you might have a specific business or industry that you're interested in. Those are things that we're going to learn about when we talk and have our interviews and work on resumes and cover letters and mock interviews and things like that. I'm going to learn a lot about you. My goal is to, and my team's goal is to create a resume that makes you stand out from your competition. We're all going to go to school. We're all going to take our certifications and learn this technology. But I need to get to know you. I will get to know you. We'll create a resume that's unique to you. We'll look at what you've done in your past, and we'll try and connect that to tech somehow. So it's not that difficult, because most of you you've been users of technology, but now you're going to learn how that technology works. We'll teach you how to do job searches. We'll use LinkedIn, social networks, other websites. I'll provide talking industry speakers will come into our classrooms, from cyber to physical security and surveillance and networking and managed service providers. You'll have a bunch of industry people who do this for a living will come in and do speaking engagements here. So you'll get to meet people in the industry. You'll have a chance to talk to them, to ask questions about how they hire and who they hire, what they like in a job candidate. You're going to need to know those types of things. We'll develop your interview skills through mock interviews, so you'll be able to handle the questions, answer them properly, and without being nervous. We'll teach you how to do all those things. Again, resumes, cover letters. We're here to help you throughout your journey at Hunter Business School. We need to be engaged throughout, all throughout. We're people to talk to. I manage the group here, but my specialty is in CTNS. So the technology piece of it, I come from 25 years in the industry, nationally and here locally in New York. So I know where all the companies are. I know where all the opportunities are. And it's my job to match you up with them. I will give you multiple job opportunities. I guarantee you that. You're going to make a decision on what you want, what you prefer, and then we're going to follow that path. Remember, your success is my success. With that, I'd like to introduce my career services colleague, Ms. Catherine Seminario.
Thank you, Dave. Hi, everyone. My name is Catherine, and I'm the Career Services Advisor for the CTNS program at the Levittown campus. I, as well, am a graduate of Hunter from the web app program. As everyone knows, the world basically shut down when the pandemic hit us back in March. Pretty much every industry was affected, with the exception of IT and healthcare, of course. People have realized how in need of IT professionals they are, and I've definitely noticed a rise in jobs in these past months, particularly in school districts. There are many IT companies out there now that are hired by these school districts, and many of our recent graduates have been hired by these companies. One student in particular was promoted to level 2 support technician after only working for the company for less than a month. So as you can see, there is tremendous growth opportunity in the tech field. It is constantly changing and advancing, and there is always something new to learn, resulting in endless new opportunities that are available to you. That alone makes this industry a great career choice. We here at Hunter are excited for you to begin this journey into this field. I'm now going to introduce you to Bridget Headley, who is Director of Admissions at our Levittown campus.
Thank you, Catherine. Again, I am Bridget Headley. I am the Admissions Director in Levittown. You've heard a lot of great information tonight about our Computer Technician Networking Specialist program. I think it's a great field to get into. There's so much opportunity in the field, so many different environments that you can go into, and it's something that you can really take anywhere. So before we finish tonight, we will give you an opportunity to ask questions. And again, there is a Q&A button at the bottom of your screen if you'd like to type in a question. You can also hit the chat button to schedule an appointment to talk to an admissions representative, or if you just like to ask a question to an individual. I'd like to just talk about a couple of the resources that are available to you. Your success is very important to us, and there are people that are available to help you every step of the way. We do offer extra help to our students, so if that's something that you find that you need while you're in your classes, you can schedule time with your instructors outside of class time. Because you're with us for such a short time, attendance is very important. Students do need to maintain at least 85% attendance in each of their courses, but makeup time is available, and that's something that can be scheduled with your instructor if you should need it. Your instructors have a lot of knowledge to share with you, and we want you to get as much out of your training as possible. Our students are also eligible to be nominated for National Technical Honor Society, and this is an award that is based on your grades and your attendance, and I think Career Services would agree that this is great to have on your resume because it speaks to your work ethic. You probably have questions regarding how do you fund your education. We do participate with federal financial aid that consists of grants and student loans. We also have payment plans that are available. We have full-time financial aid advisors on staff that will meet with you by phone or virtually, and they can discuss options with you. And that's Hunter Business School. We thank you for spending time with us tonight. We hope that this has motivated you to join the IT field. And we're going to open it up to questions now. Again, type them in using that Q&A button and we will answer them. And our contact information is up on the screen right now. We hope that you will reach out to us. We'd love to schedule a virtual appointment with you or a virtual tour. So let's get into some of these questions. Okay, so again, type in any questions that you have. I see that somebody is asking a question about how to set up an appointment. Again, you can chat with Dana or Carol right now and they can set one up for you. You can call the phone numbers that are on our screen, or you can email either me or Janet at the respective campuses, and we're happy to set those up for you. We can talk to you by phone. We can schedule virtual interviews. Other questions? We have someone asking about class schedules. Janet, do you want to talk a little bit about our schedules?
Sure thing. So we have both day and evening classes. Our day session runs Monday through Friday from 8:50 to 3, 7.5 months in length. And our evening session runs Monday through Thursday from 6 to 10, 15 months in length.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we have a question for one of our instructors, Mr. Fetter or Mr. Bobie. Someone is asking, what motherboard sockets do you work with, and can we bring our own hardware to work with?
Hi, I'll answer that one.
Okay.
Oh, we're both so eager.
Yeah.
Let's see, Ismail, it looks like the motherboard sockets that we work with are whatever the current motherboard sockets are, which right now, for the AMD side, as Mr. Federer is holding up here, the AM4 sockets. For Intel, we deal with, LGA, the new LGA 1200s, LJ 1151. There you go. We're going to keep you current on, all of the sockets, the processor sockets that you need to know about that have been released within the past 5 to 7 years. That's generally what the A+ wants you to know about, so that's where we're going to focus. Now, as far as bringing your own equipment and your own hardware to work with, Mr. Feder, would you like to take that one?
Sure. Well, the computers that we build in class are the ones that are the foundations for going through the educational experience, especially when it involves the beginners. After we get through working with the equipment that we supply for you and that we build together in the classroom, and we have an understanding about where your level is, then we open up the opportunities for you if you need to bring something in to work on. But if you want to participate in the classroom, it's majorly with the computers that you build. If every student brought their own computers in, then that means that Mr. Bovey and myself, we would have to say, okay, on your computer you have to do this, and on your computer you have to do that, and on your computer you have to do that, but on your computer you do it this way, and on your computer you do it that way. That can be fine, no problem, but we have to, Joe and I have to make the call as to whether it's going to be conducive for the entire class, and it's not just all about one student, or if we have to, schedule it for something that can be more appropriate for after class hours. And then report back to the main class about what it is that we did. So this way everything is condensed and digestible for everybody.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Feder and Mr. Bovey. We also have questions regarding does Hunter accommodate someone who has a disability? We would want you to definitely contact the admissions department so we can talk about what accommodations that you need. And again, you can reach out to either myself or Janet in either campus. We'd be happy to talk about it with you. We have someone asking, what kind of jobs can I get with this training? Dave in Career Services, can you answer that?
Yeah, so that's a very broad question. You can get any kind of job you want from this training. So you're going to go through a lot of information. Our instructors are going to, you're going to probably lead towards something throughout the course, something that you like, something that you enjoy. You're going to be able to select the job. Now, I've got people who work in surveillance and physical security, setting up security systems and cameras and things like that. That's an exploding industry right now. There's a lot of call for it for obvious reasons, right? You turn on the news at night and everything's on a camera, right? Everything's being recorded, and you can see poor quality cameras and really great quality cameras. And one of the things that's driving a lot of in surveillance now is temperature taking cameras. They've been around for a long, long time. Now they're very important because people want to take temperatures going in and out of buildings, things like that. Facial recognition. Security is very, very big. Cyber and physical. So there's two pieces of that. You might want to look at that. Repairing computers and PC repair to a circuit board level, soldering, testing, burning in chips, something like that. If you wanted to do something, a lot of it is about you, right? The individual. So we get to learn about you. What do you want to have a job where I'm going to go to different companies and perform services at different places every single day, maybe 2 or 3 places? Or do I want to be on an installation team where I'm going to go to a location, a job location for a month? You come back home and everything, but you go there for the month to install a system or do an upgrade for that period of time. Or do you want to go to a location and do help desk where you'll take a variety of calls from different places and help people through user issues or technical issues, do escalations to manufacturers. So I want to add this other thing for you, for students who, I know Joe and Jim talked about certifications and they talked about the technologies and the tools. So the tools you get, again, I've been in this business for 25 years. I've done all of these things. The tools you get are real, they're professional, they're not toys, and you will use them when you leave here. They're not just for the lab. I had an employer that called me up last week. They were looking for resumes for CTNS students, someone who we have a relationship with. So we represent the brand here. Hunter Business School produces a product, which is our graduates. They go out and work in the field. And so we have a responsibility to support that brand. And we look at our students as an extension of that. Right? So you go out and you're the result of what we do here. So when you go out, you represent us. I had an employer who called me up looking for 3 people. And I said, okay, great. What are you looking for? I want the person with the best attendance. I said, what? I want the person with, because I want someone with experience or someone who's done wireless or wired or managed services or tech support, something. I want the person with the best attendance. That's who I want. They could be good students. They could be great students. They could be okay students. Don't get afraid by the technology. Don't get afraid by I have to pass certifications. Employers want someone with a great foundation who have learned a broad range of technologies, which you're going to get here. They take you as long as they know you show up on time, you're reliable, you're always going to be there, you show up on time, you leave on time, you're where you're supposed to be, and you can follow directions. They're going to take you, so Jim and Joe and the team here that's going to teach you, they're your first instructors. Your employer is going to be your next instructor, and they're going to take you and get to know you. And I've got students with multiple opportunities. Some of them they turn down, which frustrates me, but they want what they want, right? And there's other opportunities out there. Your employer is going to be your second instructor. They're going to take you and mold you into something. They might not, maybe they don't work with on the circuit board level. Maybe they're a wireless company and they do 5G and they do wireless and they do distributed antenna systems. Maybe they do outdoor cabling. Maybe they do indoor cabling. Maybe they're fiber. They might do something that includes a little bit of other things. They're going to take you and get to know you as an individual. As long as you're reliable, you got through this school, that's all they want to know. It's not, I don't want anybody to be scared off, because we talk about certs and things, and when you get in here and you sit and you start learning, you're gonna get a lot of information overload. Don't get scared off by it. When you get out, you'll get a job. They'll make you into something, and they'll say, I want to take you, Joe, and I'm going to make you our cyber person. Or I'm going to take you, Jim, and I think you'll be great in wireless. You're going to be our wireless. They're going to peel you off and make you a specialist in something. Now, maybe it's going to be something, so you're going to get a nice exposure to that, because you're important to the employer. The employer's important to you, right? You want to get a paycheck. But they want you to be invested. They want you to take that job, to look at the broad range of whatever their core business is in that integrator, right? In that IT integrator, and say, one of these things excites me. You're going to get in there and they're going to put you on a program where you're going to learn about their business. You're going to learn about the technology, how they deploy, how they run service, how they do troubleshooting, how they escalate, who the people are you rely on in that company to get things done, right? And hopefully you're one of them. You're going to learn. You're going to get exposure to manufacturers. Right? We're going to talk about Cisco. We'll talk about some other You're going to get exposure to manufacturers, and those manufacturers are going to want you to be certified in their equipment, selfishly, right? So NEC or Cisco or Dell or HP or NetApp or whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're going to look at you and say, look, we have somebody here who's going to do this for a career. And they want you to be manufacturer certified as well. So, and it's all, none of it's to be afraid of. You'll digest it and you'll get through, and they'll have programs. But as far as the jobs are concerned, that's what we work on while you're here. What do you like? What do you not like? Some people don't like to drive around and do service. Some people, I don't want to be on a ladder. Some people, I want to go to one place every single day. I don't want to work in, I want to work in healthcare, in technology, huge industry, right? I want to work in education in technology, huge industry. We have so many people looking for, how to configure and stage a Chromebook. Everybody in the world's using Chromebooks or notebooks or iPads. Everyone who's having this whole rash of COVID and how do I do online school or online work, it's all over the place. There's a lot of companies that are popping up that are doing integrations and upgrading systems in homes, because people now have to learn they're going to educate their kids from home, right? They have to do their job from home. They have to be able to have a network that's robust enough in their house today that's robust enough. Everybody has a wireless network and it works, and you send your text and you browse or whatever. All right, start layering on mom's video for the job, dad's video for the job. I have 2 or 3 kids. We're all going to be consuming bandwidth out of that. So there's a lot of industries and a lot of companies now that are going into residential. Not just residential, you think it's my little network in my house. No. Building out cubicles in someone's house for their children, because they're going to sit in a cubicle and have an isolated place, and mom's going to have an office and dad's going to have an office, and everybody else, they're going to have their special place, because you never know when we have to go back to this, right? Everyone, a lot of people are interested, I want a remote job. Okay, even before COVID, there were remote jobs, remote technical support and things like that. I've worked remote. I told you, I've been in business for 25 years. The last 11 years of my life, I worked at my house. There's jobs, so you'll get those.
Thank you, Dave. And we have someone else asking, Janet, how soon can I get started in these classes?
We have classes starting in January. The day session in the Medford campus, I'm not sure if we're in sync for the upcoming class, but for our day session is January 26th, and our evening session is January 12th.
And in the Levittown campus, we actually have daytime classes that are going to be starting up on January 13th, and evening classes that are starting up on January 12th as well. So we still have opportunity for those classes. Janet, do you want to go over the admissions requirements in terms of what they need to do now to be able to get started in this?
Sure. It's a phone call. Give us a call. We will absolutely, walk you through. We'll do a virtual interview with you, discuss, what the requirements are. I went through them earlier, but really it's just a phone call. So you can go ahead and make an appointment through chat, or just call us.
And we have someone asking, can we just get a couple of examples from Career Services as far as companies that Hunter has worked with regarding physical hardware and troubleshooting aspects of a career?
Yeah, so there's a couple of companies that come to mind. There's a lot of companies out there that you probably never heard of, right? So there's a lot of them at DRP Solutions, which just hired 3 of our people, and they're formulating like an apprenticeship program where they wanted a lot of a number of entry-level students to come in. They didn't want anybody with any experience. They wanted the people with the great attendance. They had some higher level positions open as well. They're based in Hot Pod. There's another company called HTX. HTX is, probably never heard of it, but you've heard of Citibank. And HTX used to be owned by Citibank. And it's a very unique company, and it's kind of a niche. And they hired 3 of our techs in the last 3 months. And they take care of ATM machines. All the technology that goes into ATM, the network, the security, the troubleshooting, the maintenance of ATMs, not just in Citibank, but they're in banks all over the nation. And I've got a couple of people working there. Some are working remote, so they go on their training. They're doing things like Windows 10 migrations, things like that. There's a couple of other companies, ICC, looking for help desk. We have Zebra Technologies, believe it or not, that hires from us doing help desk type of work. Some on site, some remote. There's tons of them. Black Box Network Services. There's a lot.
And is there a deadline for students to apply for jobs before they graduate?
To apply for jobs?
Yes, is there a deadline for students to be applying for jobs before they finish the program in terms of using the resources of Career Services?
Well, you can use the resources of Career Services while you're here and when you leave. So I hope that answers your question. The sooner we communicate with each other, the sooner we work on interview skills, mock interviews, resumes. And a resume is something we probably can put together quickly when you get here. I know what you're going to learn in the instructor's classes. I know what the content is. I know what goes on in there. I need to know what I need to learn about you and your background. So no, there is no deadline. I mean, I got to prep you before you leave here, that's for sure. But there are people who get jobs while they're sitting in classrooms, believe it or not, some of them. You know, I'm a career services person. I'm here to help you get a job. It doesn't, and I also teach you to fish, right? I'll teach you how to go find one on your own. You're going to know how to do that. So between me and you, we'll find something for you, but there is no deadline.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I think unless anyone else has any additional questions, that I think we've covered everything. So again, you have the information on the screen right now for both the Medford and the Levittown campuses. We would love to talk to you and go over this in more detail with you and schedule a virtual tour so you can see what the school will look like when you can actually come in and visit us in person. So thank you very much for coming, everybody, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
No matter what you do, be well, everybody. I hope